who you are as a person, man, is way more valuable than what you have. And there is something I came to realize is that people don't actually give a fuck about, what's in your bank account, how much money you make, what material things do you have. Like, they don't care about that. And if you're someone that really want to be respected, that really want to lead over people, well, everything starts with how you're leading yourself and how much you respect yourself. And I'm not saying that being successful and making money is not important. It is important. Like, it has its place in this life. Like, you need to buy the things like, you want. You need to have the money to provide for the people that you love. Like, those are very important. But it's not everything in life. It's not everything in life. And, at some point, you need to ask yourself this question. And this is something I asked myself this morning, actually. If tomorrow you take everything from me, like, my bank account, all of the material things that I have, everything on my name, will people still listen to me and respect me? And I can bet, hands on fire, that the answer will be yes, at 100%. I'm so confident when I say that. Because every single day I wake up and people are like, bro, like, you're an inspiration, you're motivating me, like, I respect what you do, I respect your discipline. And this is the point I want to bring, guys. Like, discipline is one thing that people value a lot, especially today, because not everyone is disciplined. Everyone is relying on motivation. No one is actually doing the things they know they're supposed to do. So by you being disciplined, you doing the same things every single day, despite what's going on around you, like, you actually gonna become a living proof that you are leading yourself. And by leading yourself, that's how you're gonna be a true leader to people. This is how you're gonna be respected. People respect that a lot, man. Like, I tell you. And especially for me over the last 2 years, like, since I have this online coaching, like, I left Canada 2 years ago and I started traveling, and I was in Mexico, I was in Colombia, I was in Miami, and I went to visit my parents for 6 months in Ivory Coast, and today I'm in Bali in Indonesia. Guys, not a single week I missed. I was so fucking consistent all of this time. And actually, like, I was taking my physique to the next level. Like, I was growing my business. I had to manage, like, more clients. And also on top of that, bro, like, so many risks that I take to be what I am today. It's not everything is easy. Like, I had to go through a lot of discomfort to be what I am today. But no matter what was going on, like, I still fucking show up for myself every single day. I still hit my early wake up. I still hit, like, my daily habits, my non-negotiables, my trainings, my diet. Everything was on point. And at the same time, I was managing everything that is related to business and personal life, right? Because we all have to deal with that. This is normal. There's always gonna be your health involved in it. Always gonna be, like, some form of relationships, professional goals. And I feel like a lot of people just focusing only on the professional goals, like, making the money. And it is important. It has its place in life, as I said, but it's not everything. Like, you cannot keep looking in one direction only. Start seeing things, like, with a 360-degree angle. Like, become the man that you're supposed to become. Become the man that you actually want to become. And when you actually following through that every single day with your sets of habits, with your consistency, with your discipline, people will admire you. Like, they will respect you. Like, a few years ago, like, I was not respected by people because of the way I look. Like, even a few years ago, like, I was driving, like, a nice car when I was back in Montreal. Like, today, like, I fucking drive a scooter. Do you think, like, people give a fuck about that? Like, they don't, bro. Like, they respect me because I always do what I preach. Like, the discipline, the consistency, I always follow through. I always show up for myself. And this is what they admire. And when the guys, like, join my program, it's the first thing that we do. The first thing that we do, bro, like, is we have to dial in the habits, you have to dial in the diets. Every day when they wake up, they have a list of non-negotiable things. And they know they cannot miss on that. Because no matter what life will throw at you, if you can, wake up and be consistent with those habits, you're gonna naturally 10x your confidence, because this is what confidence is all about. It's about telling yourself you're gonna do something and you actually do it. And by you being consistent with, you know, all of those small wins every day, like over time it's going to compound and it's gonna get you the outcome that you're looking for. You know, the confidence, the respect, and everything is correlated, guys. Like, you know, the more confidence you have, you know, the more energy and aura you're gonna display, and people feel it. People will feel your energy every single day. Never gonna be a high energetic person, well, if you're not working consistently to build your confidence. How we're gonna do that again is by having a set of non-negotiable habits and showing up every single day. This is what builds confidence, guys. And with the consistency, you're gonna start dropping the fat, you're gonna look better, you're gonna have more energy, and everyone around you will be impressed. Like, I had a guy joining my program like 6 months ago, and he told me, like, word by word, like, man, when I was at work and I was going in the elevator, I can feel from the way people look at me that I was not respected. Like, you know, I can listen to the whisper, you know, things that other people were saying to each other in the elevator, and I just felt like it was affecting me. And he had a very high influential job, like, you know, as a manager in a law firm. Like, you know, he had to deal with people every single day. And now 6 months down the road, like, you know, not only dropped 50 pounds, but also he told me, man, like, the way people look at me now is like day and night. I feel way more respected. Even when I talk to my employees, to the people I manage during the meetings, I feel like they listen more to me. I don't know what is it about. Is it the way I look? Is it because, like, you know, I feel I have more energy, more confidence in myself? But this was game changer for him. By being dug in with the habits, you know, changing your physical appearance, being in better shape, right? People judge you as well by the way you look. And if every week, like, you know, you come to the office and they actually can notice the difference, they're gonna be like, damn, like, that guy is fucking locked in. That guy is working on himself. That guy is disciplined. And he's my manager, he's my boss, and he does all of that for himself. I can respect that. I can value that. I want him to be my leader. I want to be inspired by him because he's proving it every single day for himself. I know how work, like, you know, feels hectic. I see him working every single day, but despite that, he's not missing his diet, his workout, his routine. That's when people will start to admire you. Like, you know, he had the same job, same position, same level of income. And before, people was not respecting him. People were not valuing him the way he was supposed to be valued. But everything changed when he got dialed in with the habits, with the diet, with the workouts. Now he looks way better, he improved his confidence, his energy, and naturally, the way people look at him is different day and night compared to before. So this might be the only piece that is missing to your puzzle. That discipline, having those daily habits dialed in, having that routine, and being consistent with that every single day. Actually proving to yourself that you care about yourself and you're working to become a better person. And by you naturally becoming a better person, well, people will value that. People will respect that. They're gonna start listening to you more. They're gonna respect you more. And imagine that. Imagine it for a moment. Like, you have all of those assets now. Like, you know, you make the money that you wanna make. And you are a respectable person, like, you know, with your position. But everyone can have, like, you know, that income. Everyone can have, like, you know, that job, right? What's gonna make you different? What's gonna make you different today is how you carry yourself. Are you willing to be disciplined and do the things that other people are not willing to do? This is exactly what people will notice, the difference. You are different from the mass. You are different from everyone else, and you can only be different by doing things differently. It's gonna come, everything will always come down to, you know, you working on yourself, you building yourself. It's not always gonna be easy, but it's okay. Like, at the end of the day, like, if you want a certain outcome, there is some things that you need to sacrifice from you. You got to sacrifice your comfort and actually be willing to go through some of pain every single day, like eating those early wake up, you know, that morning routine, that workout, those steps, those nutrition. Because guess what? Everyone around you, no one is doing that. But you can make the decision to become different. By being the man who's gonna work in every single areas of your life. And you can do it. I know you can do it, because if you are in this position with your job, it's because you can fucking grind for it. But it's not enough, unfortunately, to have the confidence that you want, to earn the respect from other people. It's more than that. There is more layers to that. And that only layer missing is you building yourself, your physique, being a fucking disciplined person. And if it's something like, you want to take to the next level, something like, you're willing to consider, it's going to be my Instagram bio or the description of this video. So just go on my profile, send me a text. I answer to every single DM. Be like, hey, Ibrahim, I watch your video on YouTube. I'm ready. Tell me more info on that. And from there, we're going to just take it to the next step. Always have your back, man. But just you have to make that decision today that you want to become a different person. And I promise you, once you're going to be dialed into the habits, you're going to stay consistent. You will never look back.